Hi, today we're going to look at how to draw basic circuit diagrams. We're going to look at more detail of those in later videos. Today is just about drawing basic circuits. So first thing, we're going to define a couple of the features that we're going to use. We're going to have a cell, which is a small line and a large line, and there is a space in between. The small side is negative, where the electrons come out. Larger side is positive. The electrons go back in. And if we have a few cells together, then we can make a battery. So this is just multiple cells. You could have more, you could have space between. Anyway, so a cell and a battery. Either of those is going to be your voltage source. And then we're going to have wires or some sort of conductive circuit, and these are just going to be straight lines. And then we're going to have a bulb or a light bulb. And there's a few different notations for this. We're going to be using circle with an X through it. So this is just a light bulb. Very basic circuits that we're looking right here. So a few rules for drawing these circuits is that the circuit or the current always flows from positive to negative. Just a little bit backwards because we now know that electrons flow and electrons have a negative charge, so they're actually flowing from negative to positive, but due to convention, we say that the current flows from positive to negative. All of our circuits must be closed. Electricity has to make a complete loop, or you don't have a closed circuit. If it's not closed, it's open, and electricity doesn't flow. And then all of the lines need to be at right angles. So we're going to take a look at our first circuit over here. We've got our cell, negative end, positive end. So the current is going to flow from the positive end around here. It's going to reach our bulb, and then it's going to come back to the cell. So this is a closed circuit. Electricity is flowing, our current is flowing positive to negative, and all the lines are at right angles. Right, so if we have more than one bulb, they can be set up in one of two configurations. They can be set up either in series or in parallel. They're set up in series means that the electricity has to flow through both of our bulbs in order to get back to the battery. So these ones are in series. Electricity is going to flow from here, light up this bulb, continue flowing, light up this bulb, and continue on. Or they can be set up in parallel. So, and there's two different ways to draw parallel configurations. So the electricity is going to come in, it's then going to split, and then hit both of the bulbs, and then the electricity is going to come back together. We're going to talk later about why this is important and relevant in a different video. This diagram shows the same thing happening. Electricity is coming in, it splits, it can go this way and come back, or all the way around and come back. The other thing to note is that each of these by itself, the electricity can flow either way independently. If we were to open up this circuit, this bulb would not go on, this bulb would still light. Same thing if we opened up this circuit here, we would have this bulb still being connected, this bulb would not be. So that's why those are that's parallel. So let's take a look at a couple other circuit diagrams. Look at number 2 here. And we've got 2 bulbs in here. Electricity current flows to the first bulb, and then it flows directly to the second bulb, and then back to the battery. So this one is in series, because both of these are on the same wire. Number 3 down here, we've got, again, our power source. Electricity is going to flow, and then it's going to split. It can either go to this bulb or to this bulb, and then back to the power. So this is 2 bulbs in parallel. 2 bulbs in series, 2 bulbs in parallel. So this last one gets a little bit more complicated. I've changed the power source. Instead of it just being 1 cell, like the other 3 examples, I've got 2 cells here, so I've got a battery. But it's still shown as the small line is negative, and the big line is positive. So current is going to flow. It's going to split. We've got 2 bulbs here that are in parallel. It's going to come back together. And then it hits another bulb that is in series. So these 2 bulbs in parallel are in series with this bulb here before the power gets all the way back. That is basics of circuit diagrams.